So I'm making salmon patties, and there is quite a bit of difference in this can of salmon and this can. This one has bubbles, you see those? Also, the color is different than this one. There's something just unsettling about this one. Now, those bubbles are a sign of bacteria. This could be contaminated with botulism. So, whenever I buy canned goods, I buy extra because, as you can see, I'm not going to be able to use this can. It's too risky. Look at those bubbles. That's not right. Don't ever use any canned food. When you open it, it has bubbles. No, don't do it. This is the safe can. No bubbles. What you're seeing there is fat. Okay, those little cells. That's completely different than bubbles. All right? So that's just a little safety tip. I'm going to let Double Q know what batch number this is. I'm going to send them an email. I'm going to let them know that they might have a possible problem with contamination of botulism. So I'm going to get on making these salmon patties now. These are two different lot numbers. So it's probably going to be two different dates as far as manufacturing as well. So another word of caution when you think you're dealing with botulism. Take that outside. Don't breathe the vapors, okay? They are toxic as well. And botulism is very serious. It can cause death. It can cause paralysis. In my case right now, I'm having just a little bit of nausea, but I've been through this before with other foods, and, so I'll probably be okay. The bad thing about this is I removed both lids at the same time, so I'm not sure which is which, but the one that had the bubbling, I emptied it outside, and as you can see, the inside of the can even looks different. Looks like there's a sticking or adherence of the product to the inside of the can. This one's not. This one's clean. Okay, so that's another difference that I've noticed. And once I got outside to empty this can, the smell was atrocious. So I did notice a difference when I dumped the can between the smell of this can and the smell of this can. And it did give me a bit of nausea. Expiration date, and unfortunately they have the same, September 2026. They're stamped in slightly different places, but other than that, that's it. But according to the lids, they do seem to be two different batch numbers or lot numbers, so that is helpful. You only have to look at two instead of several, because I only bought 2 cans. So whenever you're going to make something like this, buy 3 or 4 cans if you're only going to be using 2, because you may have to throw one away, and that's going to throw you short on your recipe. So here are the lot numbers or batch numbers. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to be turning these over to the manufacturer and the store where I bought them to try to prevent anyone from getting food poisoned. Okay, and so this is just something to keep an eye out for. Now I have the salmon patty mixture all mixed up. Okay, so now I'm going to form the patties and get to frying them. So anytime you have a situation like this, you need to document everything. This is the receipt. Okay, and now I'm going to look for the salmon patties. Let's see here. I think I passed them. There it is. Double Q, pink salmon, okay. And there's the UPC numbers, okay. And I bought 2 of them, so it shows that. Okay, and I'm going to go down here to the end of the receipt, okay, because it's going to have certain numbers on it that might be helpful. All right, so anytime you're dealing with low acid foods, in cans especially, potatoes, green beans, meat, carrots, low acid foods, there is an increased risk of botulism. Botulism is extremely rare. What was in that can, the bubbles, the fizzing, whatever, that could have been from another type of bacteria. We don't know because it's not being tested, okay? So But anyway, don't take a chance on that. Just document it, notify who needs to be notified, like the store you bought it from, the headquarters of the store you bought it from, and the manufacturer. So now on with the recipe. I have 3 tablespoons of Duke's mayonnaise. I have a half a cup of White Lily self-rising buttermilk cornmeal mix, and 1 egg. I'm going to mix this up. By the way, I leave the bones. I just mash the salmon up. You do not have to remove the bones. They will disappear into the recipe. You won't be able to taste them. There's no texture really from them. They just kind of disintegrate into the recipe. So I used a 1/3 cup scoop and formed some salmon patties here. There's 7 of them. And I have about 1/4 inch of oil heating in my pan. And so now it's time to get to frying these. So we're just going to shallow fry these until they're done. Okay. And I'm going to check the underside right now and see what we have. And if they're golden brown, I'm going to give them a flip. Looking good. Looking very good. So here we have our light, fluffy salmon patties. And what contributes to that is the self-rising cornmeal mix. And we have some green beans and potatoes and some homemade tartar sauce. That's 1 cup of Duke's mayonnaise or some other unsweetened mayonnaise. 1/2 cup of dill pickle relish. 1/2 cup of chopped onion, and the juice from 1 lime or lemon, and about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. So now we're all finished. We have a couple of salmon patties or croquettes, however you wish to say it, some green beans and potatoes, and tartar sauce. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.